the Executive Director of the Rivers Edge Arts Alliance, and our office is upstairs. That's why we're here tonight. Normally we would do this at the Town Hall, which is another beautiful building in our town, but there was a meeting there tonight or something, so we're here. This is Danielle Moskowitz. She's the Program Associate of the Rivers Edge Arts Alliance, and she's going to actually film the presentations. There were some people that couldn't come that wanted to participate, so she's just going to videotape the presentation so they can see it, and then they can respond to it. So just quickly, this was given birth to last year because I had seen a really interesting exhibit at the Cape called Mutual Muses, and it was where poets and visual artists got together and exchanged work and wrote and responded to each other's work. And I just thought every year I'd go down to this place at the Cape about 4 years in a row, and it was always during Poetry Month, and I loved it. I thought it was so great. So when I got this job, I said I really want to institute something like that and put more literature into our work and actually utilize the arts to have people in the community learn more about where we came from and how we all, got here and to where we are today. So last year we sort of muddled through it and I never know who's going to show up. There's no registration for it. I want it to be free. It's supported by some local cultural councils in the area. And then we donate money to the Historical Society, so that's a way that we can give back and to our artists. And I just, wanted community members, I know there's a couple of people in this room who hadn't written poetry in a number of years or done any art in a long time, and this program and this project got them to take their pens and their ink, and their pen and ink brushes out of the pen and, sorry, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What is it? Thank you. I love this age. It's like, you're going through the file. What is that word? What is that word? What is that word? Anyway, whatever. I've forgiven myself a long time ago. So it has done exactly what, for me personally, I wanted it to do, is to bring people together. Our mission is to enrich lives and create community through the arts, and that's exactly what this project has done. So last year we had Bolton's Historical Society. We had somebody from Shrewsbury. We had Hudson, Marlborough, and Harvard. Did I miss anyone? Sudbury come and actually give talks. So tonight we have three. We have Marlborough, and we have Hudson, and we have Bolton, and they have brought some things to talk about. This year, last year it was poets and visual artists and historical people, or I call them historicals, is what I call them. Sorry, you guys are called the historicals, not hystericals, that's different. And this year we added a playwriting component because I thought it would be interesting. We do a lot of theater in this area, and maybe somebody could write a little scene or a monologue that could be performed by a local actor. So when this all comes into fruition at the end, there'll be some performances of poetry, there'll be some explanation of the art and the process, and then also some visible performances by people, which is kind of interesting. So what behind you is what came out of last year's first pilot project. It's all there. There's artwork, there's poetry, there are sort of, when you get a chance after we're done, maybe we'll take a break in between to just walk around and look and see exactly what happened. So the historical people brought in their artifacts, they talked about them. Poets, visual artists were in the audience, they responded to them, they submitted the work to me. We had another meeting, I put them in envelopes, they swapped, they just grabbed an envelope and poets took out artwork and vice versa, and then they responded again, and this is what the result was. And we had a wonderful reception and event to open the exhibit in June, and it was in the Hudson Town Hall for a time, then it went to the Bolton Public Library, and then it went to Main Street Cafe in Marlborough. We had a nice wine and cheese evening and some music, and it was great. And it's just been a really wonderful experience. So why not do it again and try it again? So that's what it is in its pure form. And we're just going to start and have, I don't know if anybody wants to go first. Anybody? Hudson, Bolton?
Can I ask a question?
Sure, yes.
Because I live in Marlborough, does that mean I should do something based on the Marlborough presentation?
Excellent question, no. It's really open to whatever moves you as an artist in whatever way. Some people did a couple on different things. Last year, Evangeline, it wasn't so much the Powder House, but it was the woman that that designed the Bolton Town seal that got everybody's, you know, interest. And it's up for grabs. Whatever speaks to you as an artist, that's what you should respond to.
One more question.
Sure.
If the number of poets and the number of artists is asymmetrical, what happens then?
We'll work it out. That's what we did last year, you know. I mean, I'm a poet, so I did a couple extra poems, you know what I mean? we can figure it out, and I can pull some people in that can also do the work. And again, like I said, Danielle's going to be filming it, so if I know some artists or something that I would like to get more involved, I'll pull them in, and we'll make it work. It worked out last year very well, so we'll just cross our fingers and go. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect art.
I wouldn't want to be here if it were.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. So, any other questions before we get started? Okay. Alice, did you want to start?
Hmm?
Would you like to start?
Sure.
Okay. So this is Alice, and she is from Bolton's Historical
Society.
Yeah, and she